Hi, you guys. Welcome back. And of course, if you are new to this channel, welcome. My name is Tracy, and in this video, I will be giving you your Pick a Pile tarot reading for September 2020. So what that means is you just take a moment now to pick a pile. This is pile number 1. This is pile number 2, and this is pile number 3. So once you have picked your pile, you can look in the description box below this video or in the comment section below the video as well to find the timestamp for your corresponding tarot reading. Or, since this is a general tarot reading, you can also watch all 3 if you would like, and just take whatever parts of these tarot readings that resonate with you. All right, so let's go with pile number 1. Hello to all of you who have picked pile number 1. So let's get going with your tarot reading for September. Your central theme here is movement, choices, decisions. And over here to the left, we have rest and rejuvenate, transformation. And on the right, we have love begins and spiritual union. All right, you guys. Well, in this reading, it looks like the month of September has obviously some type of decision that you have to make. Now, it's really just, it's telling you movement, choices, and decisions because there's another move that you need to make in your life. Next step, so to speak. And so you have some choices that you need to make in order to figure out which path that you are going to be taking, okay? Now, on the left, we have rest and rejuvenate next to transformation. So, leading up to this point in your life where you have these choices and decisions to make, you have taken the time to kind of, to rest and reflect and kind of get back into your spirit a little bit, which caused a little transformation inside of you. Okay, so now with the Love Begins card next to Spiritual Union, it's like all that time that you took to reconnect with yourself and to transform has left you open to kind of share a new part of yourself with other people. So this could mean maybe literally love, like a new relationship, or even a rekindling of an existing relationship. But this could also just in general, the Love Begins along with Spiritual Union is like you're recognizing this overflowing abundance that you have within yourself, energetically speaking, that you have to share with others. So in general, the time that you've given to yourself has led to so much positive energy in your life. So these choices and decisions that you have to make aren't necessarily based on like a stressful situation or anything like that. I think it's more in alignment with you trying to figure out kind of where you want to go for your next step in your life because you're just ready to take that next step, if you know what I mean. All right, so down here we have the 9 of Wands. We have the Queen of Wands reversed. And then we have Strength. And we have the 2 of Cups. All right, you guys. So the Strength card over here is a Major Arcana card. So that one has the emphasis here. So this, I guess the movement and decisions that you have to make have to be in alignment with your strongest will and desire. So that Strength card, it's like you need to be able to give yourself the gentle, loving care and, the understanding that it takes to give yourself the time to make that right decision. Okay. So let's revisit that Nine of Wands over here. It looks like you have gone through some things that have made you maybe have somewhat of a little wall up. And that's next to the Queen of Wands. It's almost like this wall that you had up, and then the reversal of the Queen of Wands is almost like telling me it's not really a wall that you put up outwardly as much as just it's internal, it's secret, it's your own internal inspiration that is being blocked. Okay, but now with the Two of Cups all the way over here, it's either a new relationship in your life or it's a new relationship with your highest self that is causing you to just kind of, you're ready now to put yourself back out there once again. All right, you guys, and your crystal angel card for September is titanium rose quartz. So your advice is multifaceted. There are many layers and dimensions to the situation or person you're asking about. So if you have something specific on your mind as you watch this tarot reading, just keep in mind that, there's a lot of different layers. There's more than one side to every story. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that this tarot reading gave you the advice that you were seeking. And now it's time to move on to pile number 2. Hello to all of you who picked pile number 2. So let's get going with your September 2020 tarot reading. And your central theme is prosperity begins. Over here to the left, we have firm foundation and trapped in fear. And to the right, we have deception and envy and power. Okay, you guys, that's an interesting combo here. Okay, so starting with our central idea of prosperity. So in September, it's almost as though you're beginning to see the fruits of your labor. Okay, because now it's like prosperity is in the image, as you can see, it looks like it's kind of like the harvest. They took time. It took a lot of time and patience to get to this point. But now it's like you finally have, your tree is beginning to bear fruit. Okay, so over here on the left, we have the firm foundation card along with the trapped in fear card. So in the past, you may not have always had the thoughts of prosperity and everything like that. It's possible that, you've been very secure. You've had plenty of security, or you've been able to, care for your family or whatever, just fine. But in your thoughts, you just had sometimes you were stuck in your thoughts when it came to those things. Okay, and then over here on the right, we have deception and envy along with the power card. And I feel like those two together, it's almost like, you're growing in your own personal power. So the deception and envy card is almost just a warning to be careful, not to really judge yourself or your success based on others and what they're doing and how they got there, but to look at your own personal power and how is it that you can get to where you need to go or where you want to go, without worrying about what other people think or what they see, or comparing yourself in judgment and those kind of things. All right, so now let's get the clarity cards from the Rider-Waite deck. So down here, we'll start with Knight of Cups. That one's reversed. We have the Seven of Swords reversed. And we have the Hanged Man and the High Priestess. All right, you guys. Now, down here, to clarify this reading, we have the two major arcana cards, the Hangman and the High Priestess, on both sides here. So with the I'm going to start with the Hangman. Obviously, that one came out first. So that's really just saying that there's something that you should take some time to really not take any actual action on, but you need to really focus on just suspending the action in your life and really looking at a certain situation kind of from a more reflective standpoint. And that's going to give you some kind of awareness in a certain situation. The High Priestess is showing you that it could be that something is secret that needs to be revealed, okay? And then over here we have Knight of Cups reversed and the Seven of Swords reversed. So I feel like, you might be feeling certain ways internally because you think that someone is sneaking around about something or trying to fool you in some way, possibly. Or maybe you are trying to do that to someone else, okay? But you need to, again, reflect on the situation and realize whatever secret that is hidden that needs to come to light, okay? But all in all, as long as you take the time to pay attention to how you're feeling about things, and as long as you're careful not to get trapped in your own thinking, and to just focus on your personal power and the fruits of your labor, the prosperity that you are creating for yourself, then overall, you're going to have everything working out perfectly for you in September. All right, so your crystal angel card is the Shugalite, and it says here for your advice, own your divine power. Replace codependent people-pleasing with assertiveness and empowerment. You guys, that is always good advice. It's like having that power card up there. You're half lion because it's showing that inner strength that you can have on the inside when you recognize your own personal power. We're not here to please everybody. We're here to be on our own spiritual journey. All right, you guys, that's it for pile number 2. And now it's time to move on to pile number 3. Hello to all of you who picked pile number 3. So let's get going on your September tarot reading. So your central theme here is emotional loss. And to the left of that, we have the waiting game and suffering in silence. And over here, to the right, we have patience and planning, along with the throat chakra card. All right, you guys. So in September, that emotional loss card is just going to represent something that you realize you need to let go of in the month of September. And no matter what it is, I mean, emotional loss doesn't have to represent like necessarily the loss of a loved one or something like that. It could be anything emotionally attached to you. So whether that is a habit or a thought form or a person or a thing, whatever it is, there's something that you've looked inside and you recognize it's time to let it go, okay? Now, this is something you've been wanting for a long time. You've been wanting to let it go. Something that you have been secretly, the suffering in silence card is like you've secretly been thinking about it and pondering it. Okay, you've just been almost waiting for the right time. But then over here, we have patience and planning along with the throat chakra card. So it's almost like with all this time that's gone on, you've given it a lot of thought and you were able to kind of put together a little plan for yourself. And then, with the throat chakra card there, it's almost just saying now with all of that planning and the patience and the waiting, it's like now you have a good chance at expressing this for yourself in a good way because of, that time that you've given yourself. So you're able to be assertive of your needs at this time and to be able to be successful in whatever it is that you need to let go of. All right, let's get your Rider-Waite cards down here. We have the Six of Wands. We have the Chariot card reversed. We have the Nine of Swords reversed. And we have the Queen of Pentacles over here. All right, so the Chariot reversed is the Major Arcana card. So I almost feel like this Chariot being reversed is like, there's a part of you that feels like this thing that you need to let go of is almost like divinely inspired. It's not something that you are maybe the driver of. It's as though you feel like the higher power is in charge here. And so, you know, I feel like it's like you almost believe it's God's will, so to speak, or however you would want to phrase that. And then over here we have Six of Wands. So you're going to be successful with this in September because like we already discussed, there was this time that you spent during this, time in your life or this situation. You've taken some time, you've thought it over, the patience and planning. I really just think it's almost like you've visualized the win here. So I feel like the Six of Wands is saying, hey, you've got this. Okay, and then you have the Nine of Swords over here. That one is reversed because this is a situation or something that you have actually had a little bit of anxiety about in the past. But I feel like that feeling is subsiding. It's like almost like you're getting past that feeling of anxiety and you're beginning to calm down and recognize it in a new way. You have the Queen of Pentacles over here, basically saying, again, it's your focus in your life on the situation that's going to cause you to have all of this abundance. It's going to be abundantly successful. All right, so let's go with your crystal angel advice now. You have the appetite card, and it says here, progress, not perfection. Don't compare yourself to others or judge yourself. Instead, focus upon how far you've come and all that you've learned. That is good advice, you guys. So often when we try to improve ourselves in certain ways, we always think that we have to have this perfection, this level of perfection to think that we are better now or that we've made progress. But it is true that progress is more important than perfection because we're all here learning and growing each and every day, and we can't expect ourselves to get everything right on the first and sometimes even the second or the third try. So just know that every step that you take in the direction that you want to go is progress. And that's what you're here for, is to make nice, steady progress throughout your entire lifetime. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching and spending your time with me. If you like this video, be sure to click that like button, share it out with your friends. And of course, if you're a viewer but not yet a subscriber, I would love for you to click subscribe down below. And once you've subscribed, you can click the bell to be notified every time that I upload a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching and spending your time with me. I love you. And I'll see you next time. Bye.